Welcome back to Finding Value Fantasy. We're here with another episode of Build and Battle Week 12. Let's jump in. Let's do it. Here we go. We're going to do the good old DAWG BOWL Qualifier. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving, great holiday. Excited for this weekend. Still got some more time on it. Excited to jump in the slates, look at it a bit deeper. We're going to do a DK 4,000 entry contest 3 max, and then we're going to do a couple DAWG BOWL. We'll probably do one maybe 2 DAWG BOWLs on stream. I'm going to try to get the 10 entries to get the promo. And this is the last week to get the ticket. Obviously, you got to get first through third to get 10K / a ticket. And then if you get top 2,000, you'll get your buy-in back. So that'll be hopefully able to fund a little bit of my playoff contest stuff. And then I'll be doing a little bit of NBA and a little bit of NFL Battle Royale. So first things first, let's go ahead and hop in this DAWG BOWL Qualifier, 6 people. Let's just talk about the slate a little bit. Some pieces I like a lot this week. Also, we're 29 out of 50 on our sub goal, so hopefully we can reach that relatively soon as well. Looks like this is a little bit off-centered here. Let's go ahead and fix that. There we go. 29 out of 50 on our sub goal. Making some progress there. But some pieces I like on this slate are obviously the Eagles and the Bills should be an absolute joy to watch. I think the game's going to be really fun. I think it'd be hard to not see it hit 50 total. That's kind of what it's projected as right now, a 50-point total. It's I think it's 48 and a half. So I definitely expect that to be the case. I think the Bills are going to make it a game. It should be a very competitive game. Hopefully a lot of points scored. So I think it's really hard to not go after that game. But outside of that, there's just a lot of options in terms of some games that look interesting. May not be as attractive as that one, but obviously the Chiefs are heavy favorites at home. Gotta love those pieces on the Chiefs. Cardinals, Arizona should be in for a pretty good game. I think it could shoot out personally. This game pretty ugly, but I think there's some pieces that you can take out of that one. Same with the Giants game. These are kind of games I want a one-off maybe. I'll do a one-off for Ramondre, or even if one-off Wandale if I'm feeling real frisky. Browns, Jerome Ford feels pretty good. Njoku. Broncos, you could do a one-off Sutton or one-off Javonte type stuff. This game, I think this game is going to shoot out personally. I think it'll hit the 50 total. I'm not, we don't know what's going to happen yet, but hopefully Rashad White plays. I think that really helps the Bucs offense as well. But I think this game has a ton of upside. 2.5. Colts getting 2.5 at home. So I think it could be a good game. Should be a really close one and competitive in my opinion. Another one that looks pretty interesting, the Saints-Falcons looks bet up. I think it was 40.5 earlier this week. So looks like that total may have been bet up a couple. But yeah, that should be an interesting game too. I don't really see that game shooting out. I'd be really, really surprised to see that one shoot out just with the way the Falcons play. But, Bijan could speed the game up. They got Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Jonnu Smith. They have interesting pieces on the Falcons, and then of course the Saints have Olave, and then all those receivers. Michael Thomas on IR now. I think it does just change the dynamic of that team a bit. Opens up some opportunities for more people, maybe more dump offs, maybe more Taysom Hill. Not really sure how they're gonna go about it. Tennessee, Carolina is one of those one-off games as well. I think a mini with Thielen and Henry will not be sneaky, but not a bad situation. And this is where I think it will be interesting. This game I think could sneakily be it's obviously a divisional game, but I think this game could hit 42 points maybe. It's like a random number I'm going to throw out there, but I think the Bengals are going to be a little bit better than expected, and that is on the back of Jamar Chase. Cover boy Jamar Chase for me. I think, especially on Underdog, we're going to get a massive discount on him, and I think it's worth the risk. You're taking a bet on talent, even with a bad quarterback or a downgraded quarterback. I still think they could be effective in that offense. I don't know. I think there's going to be some sort of value, whether it's through Mixon or Boyd or Chase. I think there's going to be someone that hits, and then I think with the new Steelers OC, their offense could be more, faster pace. It may just be a little bit better. Maybe even a slight upgrade would be a big deal. And we've already seen like usable weeks out of Warren, Najee, Pickens occasionally, and Deontay, same thing. So could be a good week for Pickens and Deontay or Warren. Warren's my favorite play. I think I would attack, since I think the total could be a little higher. I think this game could go like a Warren and Chase mini. Maybe I'll bet the over on the game as well, but we'll have to see what I decide to do in regards to that. That could be fun. All right, so we got the 105. Obviously, excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry about that. A little under the weather here, but we move on here. A lot more non-badge bros in here, just because Underdog's really pushing to fill this thing. I think it'll slightly overlay, which is fine, but this is the last week for it. Like I said, punch your ticket to Miami if you get top 3. Otherwise, you maybe get your money back on a top 2,000 entry. But yeah, I think this slate's pretty interesting. I'll happily take Diggs at 5 there. Obviously, Josh Allen is a pretty big tier break there, but it's hard to say. It's like, I don't know. It's a tough decision. I mean, is it more likely you probably need Josh Allen compared to Diggs? Yeah, maybe, but wide receiver gets pretty gross as well down the stretch here. So we could take it as like maybe Diggs goes for 150 and 2, and then the quarterbacks don't really get there as much. So. But obviously, if Jalen Hurts / Josh Allen get like 2 rushing touchdowns, will be much better to have them over the pass catcher. Wow. Chiefs are decimated this week. Well, not decimated, but they're missing some pieces. Jarius Toney's out this week. They have McKinnon out. I think Hardman. So kind of makes me a little tempted to look at Rashee Rice a bit more, honestly. In fact, I might even take a look at their lines. Kind of like that. Maybe I could throw like a Raiders bring back here. I think Devontae to get 6 catches. Feels pretty good. I'm hammering this. I just did a little pick'em entry. Threw on like all the Chiefs weapons. Hopefully like a little bounce back game for them. They sling it all over the Raiders. I think it's a good week for Pacheco, honestly, but I don't mind doing that. I think it's pretty smart. Obviously, you need the kind of sketchy receivers on the Chiefs to do something, but what options do they have? So I think it could work out. We'll see. We will see. I think getting it in good there, just because like the route tree has to consolidate with like 3 pass catchers out now, McKinnon and Tony and Hardman. Like it really should narrow the tree down, and they already spread the ball out a lot, so I guess it makes some sense. So we'll see how that ends up working out for me. But yeah, I like kind of trying to take advantage of like late news on the pick'ems streets. I think it's sharp. Kittle cost me a bigger day, made a little over Thanksgiving. Yeah, I kind of went like net even on Thanksgiving. So yeah, I guess I'll just take the cover boy here. Where do I want to go with a Swift? Ooh, man. Swift makes a lot more sense here. Let's do Chase. Stroud weekend. I think Stroud's a good play. I didn't talk about that game yet, but yeah, this Houston Jacksonville game should be really good. I think the Jags are probably slightly overrated. Maybe the Houston might just beat them. I think last time they played, they just beat the crap out of them, but we'll see. I think it could be a good game. But yeah, I expect Stroud to be solid as expected, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I had a good amount of Kittle. I had more Laporta, so that helped a lot. But the main issue for me was Lamb didn't really separate, and Brandon Cooks did just as good. That was I remember you touted him as well. But yeah, Lamb didn't do very good, and then obviously CMC was the most important piece of the slate. So had that gone differently, had Lamb been the most important piece of the slate or the best like first round pick, then I would have been able to maybe benefit from that. But that's okay. I might scroll down and get Jalen Warren here, to be honest. No, I should probably take Karen. Yeah, this probably makes more sense there. Maybe I'll be able to get Jalen Warren on the way back. Don't feel great about that, but we'll see. The tight end goes pretty deep. It's not very interesting, but it goes pretty far. I guess Freiermuth is a decent, like, if I want to bring back like really badly, I guess. I prefer to play that through the running game, however. George Pickens makes sense too. So there's 2 options there. But good to see you, man. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Yeah, mine was solid. We had a couple of lineups I made with the Ohana Card Breaks crew. Had a pretty close sweat there. We had the Watson. So like the optimal was I think Watson, Cooks, CMC, Pollard, Dak, and Laporta. And so we had one that was Dak, Pollard, Lamb, Watson, Cooks, I think. Or I don't think we had Cooks. We had Watson, but yeah. Christian Watson was a pretty good piece there. He was the highest scoring receiver on the slate, so pretty impressive stuff there. But yeah, I just need a little bit more separation from good old CeeDee Lamb to get me there, but can't complain. It was a good, solid day all around. Haven't been able to get much like of the better quarterbacks recently. I mean, down here, like I guess like if you want to take DTR to like maybe get a rushing touchdown, it gets disgusting though. It's really gross. I am slightly more tempted to take Rice just because the extra targets are opening up for him, and he's obviously a good player, in my opinion. Okay, I have you betting somewhere else. On this, I'm not as heavy on McBride just because he's going so high, but it's hard to get him. But in other aspects, I'm heavy on McBride. I'm heavy on McBride in best ball, honestly. Like I'm not ever dying to jam him in, but I think he's always a good play just from his talent. Very talented, and Kyler likes going to him, so I think he's always a good bet to make. He comes with ownership on like DraftKings and stuff, so you have to like kind of calculate what you want to do with him. Because if you're playing at the chalk, and even if it hits, like you're not gonna win a tournament with that. You're just not gonna lose. And if you get a week like last week where he was like 4 for 55 or whatever, then you can definitely benefit off of that at a high ownership by not playing him. But if you get another week where he goes off, then you're in trouble. But I've been grabbing some McBride in this still. So let's do a regular battle royale. There's like a mini royale, which I kind of like because there's been some pretty wild like ADP discrepancies with the Cup injury and the Kyron injury. This like makes an open slate kind of where it doesn't really matter as much. So I do like that. I will absolutely smash Warren if he falls here. Hopefully he'll get to me. I'd love to take him. And then we could do like a skinny with Ritter, even though it's disgusting and gross. But, you know, what options do we have down here? There's not much. Stafford Higbee isn't awful. I like Rachaad White a ton this week. I've taken a good amount of Rachaad White. This feels pretty good. I like this a lot. So now, I mean, now we can like play it as like Kyron gets some rush work here, or we can go a whole different route entirely. So we don't need running backs or that. So we could do the Jawan. I mean, I think it's either or we take Browning and double him with. I mean, that's kind of gross. That's really gross. The Tanner Hudson double. That's disgusting. I like Cup actually. Yeah, Cups. I like Cup this week. But yeah, Cup was basically going undrafted for a while this week, and he's like gone up a bunch. Puka was going up higher. Now Cup's going up. Puka's going down. So pretty weird slate for that, like the late news stuff. But it doesn't really matter as much in here, just because this is a much smaller time box tournament, which is, I think, important to be aware of. Because if you're just like playing every tournament the same and you don't realize like the ADP discounts that people got, it could be kind of beneficial to play against that stuff. You know, it's like one of those things where it's like, oh, this player got hurt in the off season, and people were taking him 5 rounds later. Why don't I just like not take him as much at a 6-round price increase? All right, so I just do the disgusting Browning double. I don't really think he could get there, though. Ritter feels a lot more likely to get there. All right, give me Jonnu and Ritter. I'm not touching Jake Browning, bro. Like, I guess Chase can get there, right? But like, I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't see it as much. So take Diggs again here. Hopefully I get the Diggs Allen stack. Yeah, I just don't see enough upside for Browning. I think Ritter obviously is pretty disgusting, but like, you know, you got to pick someone down here. So Ritter makes more sense just because he can get a rushing touchdown. So I'd rather take Ritter here. Not my favorite click, but don't hate it. Oh wow, Minshew, Taylor, Pittman, Downs. Love this game. Love this team. Stacking up those Colts. Oh my god, you really just did that, bro. Wow, it was a me ETN. I think the Jags pass catchers are getting talked up a lot. I think it could be a good week to go back to ETN. Because I think they're going to be very popular, like T-Law, after his big game last week. I think it does make some sense to go back to ETN in that sense. And a lot of people are kind of off ETN, but I don't see as much changing. I don't really know why they're giving Dearness Johnson so much work, but I don't see an issue with it. Yeah, as like a dart throw, I think they're both very good. All right. Back to the OG. It's got one Aiden O'Connell, Devontae Adams. You go the double. I think Ramondre is a good click this week too. I think it makes a lot of sense. Oh wow, this guy got the Dell Stroud. Love that. That's pretty good. This is pretty nice. I don't know if I would have doubled it up, but I like it a lot still. All right, let's do another one. Yeah, the way I see it is like Browning, like this game, maybe Chase gets 2 touchdowns, and that's like, I still don't think that's enough for this guy to win. But I guess you bet on Chase to go for like 150 and 2, and then you have Browning. I mean, there you go. Big A.T. Perry believer. I thought you liked Michael Thomas. You said you liked Michael Thomas at the beginning of the season. I'm going to go Swift or Devonta Smith here. Maybe I'll go both if I can get both. If not, I'll take Evans. Give me Ritter. I just remember you were pretty high on Michael Thomas. But I mean, A.T. Perry's been pretty good, so don't blame me for that. He was in the preseason, he was pretty sick. Got some got a lot of badge bros in here. I do like A.T. Perry's the future. Fair enough. Yeah, he looks pretty good. I mean, he's looked good, at least. I shouldn't say he is good, but he looked very good. I like Mike Evans here. I can't not take Mike Evans. Mike Evans looks real good this week. This is when I can hope that Trey McBride falls back so I can get like the Kyler Trey McBride, but it's not going to happen. So I will go Trey McBride. I will go Kyler with Kevin Ingram or something. Go Dalton Schultz. That makes some sense. Go Kyler Schultz maybe. Could just go with the Njoku one-off. Seems reasonable. MC let me down this year. Yeah, I was off him. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. He had some like okay weeks. Like he was getting like targets, but like he's never got an actual spike week, and then I was hurt. So this sucks. But I don't think it was a horrible pick. Yeah, Carr's been awful. They've had a cake schedule, and they just haven't been able to do anything with it. Their defense has been carrying them, and they're not even that good. I expected someone to run away with the NFC South, honestly, but no one has. I would love to get Trey McBride to come back here, but we'll see. I don't anticipate it happening, but I would like it very much. So this guy's a tight end. I don't think he's taking another one. You never know. So I could take that bet on ETN here if I can get him. I did say I liked ETN, but I think it's probably smarter to go with one of these quarterbacks. Yeah, people are grabbing the QBs early. It's sharp, very sharp. The team and a quarterback would be scary. Yeah, I think so too. Kamara's been awesome. I don't know if you were big on Kamara or not, but he's been pretty great. I'd like to take ETN. That'd be sick. Come on. Nice. 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 Love this. Hammer this. Hammer this home. This feels very good. No cup. It's kind of annoying, but, you know, it's what it is. Yeah, I'll take my ETN share. Why am I going Mahomes? I'll take ETN. Like I said, I want to get some more ETN, so cards are so bad. Yeah, honestly, really wanted to see Winston this week. I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is. This seems pretty sick. Got Kyler Murray, Travis Etienne, Stephon Diggs, Devonta Smith, Mike Evans, and Trey McBride. Let's do one more mini royale. But yeah, I like Etienne here. I think this is just a good. I mean, it's probably a better pick on DraftKings, but with ownership wise, but I think it makes sense to take him. Given like the push up of all these Like T-Law was like going undrafted in dog bowls last week, which obviously the slate is much grosser, but now he's a third off the board or fourth off the board. Fifth? Yeah, I guess so. He's not that priced up, but you know, Ridley's priced up a bunch from last week's game. He hasn't done anything other than last week. Kirk's getting drafted every time. So I think it makes sense to maybe go to some ETN shares. Awesome team. Yeah, that team is sick. I like that one a lot. I ended up getting all the pieces I wanted. Other than AJ Brown, getting more AJ Brown always feels good, but I think I'd be surprised if there's not one piece of the Eagles-Bills game in the winning lineup, if not two, for like everything. For like every contest, I think there should be one or two Eagles probably, or one or two Bills-Eagles. Unless that game just like craters, but I don't see it. There's gonna be points, and I just don't know who's getting them, but someone's getting points. It had to be spread out like perfectly for no one to like get there. Seems like a Goddard game. Goddard's on IR right now. Well, he's not on IR, but he's out. He's out for like a couple weeks, or like one more week at least. But he I think he fractured his forearm, I think. All right, Devonta Smith, Mike Evans. Oh, look at this guy, Jeff Chase. He reached on Chase, grabbed Barkley. Respectable. So do I go Kincaid here? Or do I gotta grab Devonta or Mike Evans here? Like, there's really no, it's like non-negotiable. I gotta get one of them. And then maybe I get McBride on the way back if I'm lucky. Probably not gonna happen. But I think I have to take a receiver here. Be kind of silly not to. Didn't know that. That's all good, bro. It happened, I think, last week. Do I want to go Kincaid and get like a good tight end, or I want to go with Evans? I think I gotta take Evans here. He's been awesome. I'll take Hurts at 6. And I will grab I'll take Hurts at 6. And I'll grab up This is weird. Whatever, I'm just gonna do this. I don't know what to do. Who's the backup? I don't know. It was like Jack Stoll last week, I think. I think he got hurt too. No, he's fine. So Calcaterra's out. He's the one that got hurt. They also have Albert O. But they weren't really using a tight end last week. They were using 4 wide. So I'm not sure if they're going to do that again or not, but they were using like Zacchaeus and Julio Jones more. So yeah, there goes the tight ends. That's one thing I've been dealing with these dog bowls. Like, it's like if you don't get those like first 3 quarterbacks, I'm just punting it. Like, it's hope that they don't get 40 points and just punt it, because obviously the issue is if Mahomes, Josh Allen, or Stroud / Hurts gets like 40 points, you're pretty much dead. Pretty much dead. So hope I get Smitty here. Nico Collins makes a ton of sense this week. Looks like I don't have to. He's right on ADP. Hopefully I can grab him. I will do that. I think Nico Collins is awesome this week. As most weeks, I do like Nico Collins, to be fair. So, yeah. Harbin's placed on IR. Wow. Well, Richie James time. Okay. Oh, Smitty got took too. Damn. Tough scenes for me. Let's go with. Should I go the Swift stack? Or go with him? No, let's do Chase and Adams. That's fun. So this one, Dog Bowl's got ETN, Evans, and Collins. But yeah, with the Dog Bowl stuff, like there's some people that got like cut back here and Kyron back here. So it's like mostly like you kind of hope that Kyron doesn't break the slate. You're not dead if you don't get it, because like obviously even if you got Kyron back here, you still have to have the pieces around it with it. But it doesn't feel great to have people getting a massive discount on players like within a time box tournament. So it kind of makes you want to fade them more and just hope that they don't get there. And if they don't, then slate's opened up. But there's some situations where drafting early will give you a massive advantage like that. So at running back, like who am I comfortable scrolling to here? Like, is Jerome Ford my favorite scroll here of like an undrafted guy? I could go James Cook. And just hope like Hurts gets like 2 rushing touchdowns or something like that. Seems reasonable. Didn't I have a guy I wanted to grab here late? Is it Rashee Rice? I think it was the guy I wanted to scroll down for here. Kelsey time? Yeah, there's it should be a good week for Kelsey. Rashee Rice went at 40 here. Is this a battle royale or a dog? This is the battle royale. This is the dog bowl. Okay. Let's stack it up if I get Kirk here. Taking Josh Downs over Christian Kirk is kind of disgusting, but I think I'm playing through the run game already. So let's do this. 2 games I really like, or I think are pretty good. Taking a bet on Jacksonville to go through the rush game, and then taking Houston's passing game, which is kind of a no-brainer. And then now I have it out to either of these quarterbacks. So hopefully one of them falls. Obviously, there's a Pittman owner in here somewhere, so he could grab him. He didn't. Andy didn't grab him. He could grab him on the way back. This guy's a quarterback. This guy has 1, 2. This guy's at Philly pieces. This guy has Josh Allen already. Yep. So he also is making the same out with the Godwin and Pittman. So I kind of like that. Hopefully, I'll take whoever he doesn't take at that point. So my last pick, I haven't gone a Bijan team yet, so I'll do a Bijan, at least Bijan stuff here. Bijan and Rashee Rice should be fun. Yeah. Let's do one more mini royale, and then we'll finish this dog bowl, and then we'll hop on to the DraftKings slate, and we'll call it a day. Yeah, just look forward to this, guys, because playoff best ball is around the corner. Like the actual playoff of the regular season stuff, and then the playoffs of the actual NFL playoff best ball, which is my absolute favorite thing, which is crazy because I had so much fun with regular season best ball, but I love playoff best ball, so can't wait for that. Hopefully have a solid year in the other stuff as well. Okay, so I had the 101 of this dog bowl. Wait, this isn't a dog bowl. This is a battle royale. Is this Kelsey here? Or I haven't really took a lot of them. I probably should grab up a Kelsey share here. I have a couple Kelsey Mahomes teams, so it feels pretty good about that. I'll grab Kelsey here and get the Mahomes stack if I can. All right, so oh no, he's gonna take Baker from me. He didn't. Wow. Surprised he didn't take Baker there. I don't know who he's stacking now. I guess you can stack Ritter. I guess it doesn't matter, but it's not ideal, I guess. I passed on Kelsey a lot there, but I'll take him. However, Stroud, Warren, Dell, Kirk, Cup, McBride. That's very good. Dell, Cup, McBride. That's sick. So hopefully he doesn't take an unstacked Baker, and I'll feel pretty good about getting him. I could also get Otten maybe if he's not gone. Otten already got grabbed. Wow. Okay. Yeah, just take Baker here, and then I don't know who I want here, but I like my options. This is just a one-off piece for sure. I don't think Hunter Henry's a bad click. I've been like getting onto Higbee a bit more to like get some leverage off of them, but Higbee's been awful this year. Is he at least playing all the snaps? Like I haven't really checked into that or not, but man, he's been real bad, dude. Real bad. I think it could make some sense to do that. Like with you can get so much leverage off taking Higbee. 76% of the routes, Bryson Hopkins playing 6%. Yeah, he's basically playing all the routes. What's his box score look like this year? 9-point spike week. Like, why can't he get a touchdown? I mean, I don't see why not. It's a pretty gross click though, but I think I'm gonna do it. Especially if Fryermuth's gone, I'll probably do it, but otherwise, I don't know. We'll see. I'll do a few more. Yeah, I do the mini ones for sure because there's like it's very time boxed, so it should give you more of a chance to win. I feel like. Wow, the quarterbacks all went. Okay, Cup went at 7 too. That I would not do. You can get Cup at like 20, but to each their own. Yeah, all the quarterbacks went. Yikes. Okay. So maybe I can get. Okay, I'll take ETN and Kelsey for sure, and then I'll take a piece from that beautiful game with the high total. Devonta Smith. Cool. Yeah, I mean, Fryermuth's gone. That was the one upside guy I liked. Like, Jonnu is pretty nice down here. I mean, honestly, it might just be these guys left. Like, I could go Mayer. Mayer has upside, but I think, honestly, it's disgusting, but I think I'm taking Higbee here. Like, this is really gross. But they have a high total. He's had games before. He had 7 targets like 3 games ago. If he gets one touchdown, he's there. He craters about. Oh, no. No, I was just talking myself into it, too. All right, well, I'll make a Mayer, then. I was talking myself into it. Now if he hits, I'll be mad. We'll see. I might get boxed out of quarterback again. I'll take him, but Michael Mayer's fine there. Oh, Taysom Hill quarterback. Wow, I like that. I respect that. Yeah, that was wild. I did not expect him to take Higbee there, but I guess he had Stafford, so I did not realize that. So makes sense. I think Higbee's a pretty good click. Like from a fully on just a leverage standpoint, he's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting for sure. So, but we'll see. I like this team a lot. Baker, Evans, got the Baker Evans with Josh Downs on the back, and then ETN Collins, and then a one-off Michael Mayer in a pass game script most likely, and then Mayer's been getting more snaps recently. I think so, at least. Pretty confident in that. Tight end snaps. 72% of the routes last week. So kind of bullish on him there in terms of like his snap rate going up. So Noah Brown's out this week. Okay. I didn't realize that. What am I taking here with my quarterback? I guess Baker makes the most sense here. We're going to go one off Kyler. Maybe I'll do that just for fun. It's like I'll get Kyler. So all right, I'll take Kyler. There's my last pick. KCD's legit. Yeah, it is, but it's a tight end. All I need is them to give me like 10 points, which isn't insane. So yeah, I mean they stopped AJ Brown last week, so pretty damn good. But I don't really care. It's just a tight end dart, and the options at the bottom were absolutely disgusting. Jawan's been the guy I've been like gravitating towards, but like past that, like look how disgusting this is. Like this is like Tanner Hudson's okay. Gesicki is like a backup tight end. Noah Gray makes no sense to be there. It's pretty gross. So otherwise, like I was hoping I'd get Higbee there. I feel a lot better with Higbee, but I like this team a lot otherwise. All right. So I'll finish this draft and then I'll hop into the other side of things. I'll get in the DraftKings slate. All right, here we go. Let's get in this listener league here. Let's go ahead and change this to, I'll take my Kyler Murray. There we go. Swap over to, let's go at this one. All right, let's build this team. We'll call it a day. Let's build this up and we'll call it a day. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Christopher, as always, appreciate it, man. All right. How do we want to attack this? I really have not looked a lot at the DK side of things. Looks like it's raining in Philly. I don't know if that's going to suppress the ownership a little bit. Justin Jefferson's questionable on Monday. All right, so let's look at this. I think Marquise will probably be low in this week, right? I mean, I'm not sure, but we'll see. Let's do the Kyler double. And then you probably will want to bring back here. Kyron's pretty dang cheap. I think Slam and Puka is kind of sharp. You're going to get a big ownership discount, but I don't know if I just want to go Cup instead. I'll Slam Cup in. Never D thoughts. They're going up against a backup quarterback. Feels pretty good. And their defense has been pretty damn good. So feels good to me. Let's see what defense looks like here. Not touching that. I don't think I'm touching that. It's crazy. Texans is the cheapest defense. That's actually wicked to me. I like this a lot. I don't know. That makes like no sense that they're the cheapest defense on the slate. The Raiders should be the cheapest defense on the slate, in my opinion, but I'm about to just put them in. That makes no sense to me. Maybe that means they're going to be like 100% owned, or like 50% owned, but this just makes no sense. T-Law has been like really not good this year, but maybe I'm missing something. And the Texas defense is actually not bad. They're at home. Obviously a high total game, but I don't know. That's kind of weird to me. Let's get Swift in there. Swift's been awesome like most weeks. Take him into Crater, some chalk there. And then we'll just take a one-off Gabe Davis of that game to have my pieces because I think it's important to have pieces in that game. No one wants to touch Gabe Davis alone piece. Maybe he gets there. Takes away some chalk from Kincaid and Diggs probably. And also this does combat the chalk T-Law stack. Maybe he has a rough game. Maybe Texans get a defensive touchdown. Like Jalen Warren in this range. Wait, I'm kind of liking this lineup. This lineup kind of cooks. I'm not going to lie. Kind of cooks. I do like Jalen Warren this week. And just a one-off Drake London to end the lineup here. One-off Taysom Hill. One-off Drake London. I like Drake London too this week. I think this is pretty good. Let's do it. Let's get Cup down here at the bottom. Let's get Drake London in my receiver spot, and I'll stop with that. Kind of like this lineup. It's not bad at all. We'll see what happens come Sunday. But yeah, fun little build and battle here today. Like I said, we're gonna get some playoff stuff. I'm gonna think of a name of the show, and I might set up some overlays for it. But we'll see if that happens for sure or not. But I want to set up some playoff contests where we'll be grinding playoff best ball for NBA, NFL. NFL first, and NBA will be shortly after that, most likely. So look forward to that. That's going to help me reset into the next NFL season too. So that'll be nice to jump into that stuff. But fire, cheers. What's up, Adam? Welcome. Yeah, I got a couple nice little dog bowl lineups there at the end here, and throwing this one in the Smiz Gang contest, 4,000 to first, rake free, good contest. Might not fill up either. We'll see. 22 hours. But yeah, fun stuff as always. Appreciate you guys hanging out. I think that is it. But yeah, stay tuned for some playoff best ball. And obviously we're going to do a little roundup to talk about our advancing teams for Best Ball Mania, other contests, stuff like that. My favorite teams, least favorite teams, all that kind of stuff. Teams that could have been, all that fun jazz. So yeah, everyone have a good weekend. Be safe, have fun. Best of luck in fantasy football. Wish your opponents nothing but the worst in fantasy this week, and hopefully you can get your win in your fantasy leagues. And good luck in DFS, best ball, all that stuff. Good luck in everything you're doing. Hope we get some big wins. Hell yeah, dude. Same to you. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Appreciate you guys hanging out. And I'll be back next week with some more best ball content, playoff best ball, and then I might do, you'll probably expect a roundup next week. End of next week, we'll get another roundup for the last 2 week sprint of the regular season tournament. So good luck, everybody. Peace.